Hello everyone and welcome back to Speed Build Sunday. I am so sorry about the audio last week. I hope this week is better. I just did not have time to re-film the audio for last week and I knew that it wouldn't make sense without it. But today we are working on my Sims sister's little house. So she just lives by herself. She still lives with this household and this family because she's going to university, and I wanted to actually sit down and complete one of my Sims going through university, which is not something I've done before. So we're just building our small little single story, 1-bedroom, little, like almost like a little apartment, but a little house. And again, we'll just be pulling furniture that she already had. You'll see I had a ton of furniture just out in the lot from when I built the other house. It should have some accents for like having a cat. I don't know if I'm going to get a cat quite yet, like before she moves out, just because it's another living thing to take care of, and we already have a dog, but that's something I'll eventually decide upon. I almost argue that I would have made this a little too small, but I like having a little challenge, and I'd rather have a place that looks a little more cozy versus one that's larger and just feels so bare and empty. So you'll see I'm kind of pulling her old kitchen appliances out and trying to figure out the setup of the kitchen. And then instead of a dining table, I do go with that kitchen island or peninsula, and then you'll see the kitchen cabinets coming together, and I will eventually put a sliding glass door out to the back, which is actually happening now. And there's nothing holes on. This is a much shorter build compared to last week's build. This build is less than 10 minutes long once it's all sped up. I decided to go with a little bit more of an industrial and modern vibe with her place versus kind of the more traditional family cozy style of her brother's place. You'll see here I'm just trying to figure out how I want to set up the lights to make them kind of look cute and fill in the space, and I'm trying to decide if I can handle the clipping on that, and then I decide I don't like it. But she's gonna have her own little back patio and a little front patio, and you'll see me starting to work on the roof here. I'm going with a more modern style house, like I said, and I don't typically build these. I definitely struggle with roofing them. So this is a very basic kind of roof, especially because I decided to kind of give her like just a little porch cutout on the front, and the next tough part is trying to pick what like column I want to go with, and I tried again to avoid the basic get together one, but I just could not. But I did double trim out the roof, so I think that really helped by having that trim at like the top of the room or the bottom of the roof, and then having that half wall. Then you'll see me, I will be putting her laundry in her bathroom, and then we're just gonna work in the living room a little bit, trying to figure out how you want to set the furniture. I sized down the big frame TV that I have just because it's just too large for that wall with that fireplace. And then we're gonna put her desk in her bedroom. She did have a veterinary table at one point. I got rid of that because she's not going to school for veterinarian stuff. She is going to school for communications. But she's kind of got that more modern, more girly touch to her house. As where her brother's house was a little more masculine and a little cozy because it had some cozy touches from his wife. That's just kind of trying to decide where I want all these pieces of art to go, because she had so many pieces of artwork because she lived in a townhouse before, so she had way more wall space. It was a 2-story townhouse versus this is just a little 1-story place. She had 2 living rooms there, a slightly bigger kitchen and dining area. Her bedroom was bigger. She had a bathroom and a half bath, so it's just kind of, she downsized quite a bit, so it's trying to pick and choose what stays and what goes. Then you'll see here's that cat tree that I decided to put in. Like I said, I don't know if I'm actually going to get her a cat anytime soon, but it's there if I want it. And I'm trying to fit like a bathtub in here, and then I finally get it all sorted out. And then eventually I will realize that I have no toilet in this bathroom. I don't know when I realize it, but when I do, it becomes a whole hassle because that bathroom does not really have space for a toilet. But you'll see now I'm just kind of working on the outside in the backyard again. I decided that she's going to get the fitness equipment because in her college, or at college, she is in the soccer team. She plays for the soccer team. So she has to stay fit and active and whatnot for that in order to keep kind of leveling up in that activity. And that's just kind of deciding where the light fixture should go. And I'm like, oh, I have this cute little like shower rod that I think, not rod, but rack that I want to put in. So I put that in. I'm just kind of, again, just trying to pick where I want lights to go and where I want stuff to go, and then kind of a trash can, and then I'll change my mind on that eventually. Then you'll see me painting the outside. I went with this more like wood color, and then I painted the roof black to kind of make it look more clean and pristine. And then I'm going to try to decorate some more, and then I do putting a table out there, then I decided not to do it. And then we're going to decorate her bedroom and whatnot. And we're just kind of spreading out what I have. And then I'm trying to figure out where I want to put the little, what is that called? Tote for seasons for decorating for the holidays. And I decided to put it over in the brother's house because that's the main house. I kind of do it with a couple things that I find that are theirs. I kind of go back and put them over there, like the soap rack. And you can see I really struggle with getting that to sit down and sit properly. Then come over here and decorate some more. And we'll kind of see a little bit of back and forth, kind of like we did in the last part where I kept going back to place down the older items. And then I'm just finding more things that go back. And at some point I realize I have no toilet in this bathroom. And I feel like it's coming up, but I could be wrong. But you'll see me here trying to kind of weed some of the stuff out of the inventory that we don't really need. And then I decided to hang those pots and pans on the wall. Put a little cloth by her kitchen sink. And then some more decor and clutter all over. Now I decided to put the dog food bowl there. Just because it felt like it kind of hides in there and blends in right there. And then we're picking a bed for the cat. And then trying to decorate the bathroom some more. And next is curtains, which isn't too difficult. I decided to make the one in the living room a little off-center, so that way there's more of the window open and there's a little more natural light coming in that window versus the bedroom. And you'll see here, this is when I realized I don't have a toilet. And I realized there is no room for a toilet here. So I had to readjust the size of the house and bathroom to make it just a little bit bigger to be able to fit a toilet properly, because I didn't want to give up that big window. So I had to move things around to make that room for that toilet. And then I add another counter, and we'll add some mirrors up and make it all look really clean and pristine and put together. I put a little bike outside, some more little minor, like almost landscaping. Then again, just clearing out the inventory, trying to figure out where I can put some of these little random cluttery things. More curtains. I almost chose to put a full curtain over there, so it's kind of like full privacy. But then I decided not to because you couldn't really see the window at all, and I like the idea of seeing the window because I feel like that adds a lot to the style of the house. But that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. I make tons of Minecraft and Sims content, and leave a comment down below for any suggestions that you may have. Bye everyone. Mine is so far.